Hi everyone. This week's parsha is all about Jewish priests and what they do. It's deep symbolic stuff, all of which used to happen in the time of the temple, but for us now it's far, far away from our reality. And I want to talk this week about priesthood. Who are the modern day priests for the Jewish people, and who are the priests for the multiple societies out there. Now we all know that every society has its goals. Some seem strange to us, like the goal of world domination and subjugation that some fanatic societies seem to have. Some seem really cool, like the drive for universal education within the US. And these are goals expressed within a geography, America, and a fixed community, Americans. But societies really move beyond geography, and goals can really now be transmitted to a global society. That's a society we choose, a virtual community we build. People that understand what social media means will tell you that social media has created a platform for the democratization of ideas, of goods, of services, and this allows a good idea to rise above the boundaries of borders and really spread based on merit alone. I mean, we now have goals irrelevant of geography and for a virtual community. You know, I remember when Facebook first came out, I took it to Rabbi Weinberg with a group of other guys and showed him, oh, you do pictures and this and send people a friend. And he was like, no, you don't understand. They're going to bring down governments with this stuff. And we were like, no, I think you don't understand. You know, you show pictures, you do a video, do the Harlem Shake, and everyone laughs. And that's what happens with Facebook. And he was like, you're not understanding. They're going to bring down governments with this stuff, because he saw that a huge shift was occurring, like the one that I just described. Facebook's not just a recruitment technology and a better way to stay in touch. It's a new country. It's a different way of looking at society and how societies develop, how they spread ideas, and how we can shift the world, how we can change the world, how we can, for the good and for the bad. You know, the funny thing is, right, of course, that the Jewish people, I guess, they've always lived in a virtual community of sorts. You know, we, like the rest of mankind, we didn't really have the technology to communicate as easily as we would have wanted to. And we lived in places that were separated from one another by thousands of miles. But we really were united by ideas, not geography. And as a global society, the Jewish community pretty much sought to bring about a vision for all of Jewry, but also all of mankind, irrespective of how hard that was. And the hatred that we experienced from all around us as we worked to bring about a better world, not only for ourselves, but you know, we worked very, very hard to build a better world even for the very people who hated us. Nelson Mandela talks about this in his book, A Long Walk to Freedom, where a warder was threatening him with violence and grabbed him, and he looked in the warder's face and he said to him, one day, you too will learn to love. And we believe in ideas, and they're for everyone. And the fact that you hate me for those ideas, if I think I'm right, I'm going to keep on working for me. I'm going to keep on working for my family. I'm going to keep on working for you, because one day, you too will learn to love. So, the Jews, you see, what was our message? It's a message of the nobility of each human being, the potential of each human being to be great, and to live a meaningful life. And assuming that you're willing to live in reality, we withstood, and we still do, the insistence of other societies that the answer to mankind's issues lies in better political systems or better economies, right? And we lived and died for the idea, right, that the human condition is internal, and it can really only be bettered by wisdom and personal growth. We never looked to anybody else to build us, to the government to build us, right, as people. You can't do that. We taught that all of mankind needs to look within. In order to be great, you got to look within. You can't wait for a government to make legislation that's going to force you to be great. You're involved in the process. I think Gandhi put it best, right? Be the change you want to be in the world. Excuse me. Be the change you want to see in the world. The high priests in old age Jewish society were the leadership. They set the standard for deep inner growth and for work. They wore special clothes that highlighted their status as more developed people, clothes that would inspire people to want to emulate their levels in holiness, in depth, in meaningful living. Now that's not really how we use clothing today. You know, did you see the Grammys? Right? The social icons of our world wear clothes that teach everyone around us something. What is it that they're teaching? That we're rich and you're not? that we're fit and strong, that we're privileged and you're not, that we're untouchable, desirable, available. Right? In the West, you know, work and play are a significant part of our goals, and this is expressed in the clothes that our social icons wear. But if you look at the temple, that was a structure dedicated to human potential. It was staffed by our heroes. Right? Meaning and self-improvement was their goal. And those are the ideals expressed by the clothes that our social icons wore. Now, I don't think the idea here is to change our clothes. Please, no emails asking, you know, if biblicalrobes.com exists. Okay. But maybe the first thing the Pasha is letting us know is that we need to take a little look at our own direction. It's important to understand the societies that we're part of are amazing. They've treated the Jewish people so beautifully and so well, allowed us to be and become. But at the same time, right, we need to look at our direction. Who are our icons? What do they stand for? You see, today we live in a virtual community for everyone, right? Who your heroes are really starts to matter now, because what you stand for really starts to matter now. It reaches beyond borders. Who you become matters more than ever before. And what you believe in, right, can really become a powerful force in the lives of millions and millions of people. Who your heroes are matters, because they're your teachers, whether you know it or not. And it's along their trail, right, the trail that they blaze, that you follow. Wishing you Shabbat Shalom from Jerusalem. This is Jamie Cowland from Justify.org.